Hi, I'm peices, and this is HOI4. By blood alone, we're playing the German Reich with expert AI. And we've got a lot to do here today. Because, of course, the war with the USSR, or Operation Barbarossa, will soon start. I just wanted to check a little bit on our submarines here in the Mediterranean. We're currently only operating here in the western. And if we check on England, we have a very good intel on them. We check the Navy here. We can see that they're actually moving a substantial amount through the southern portion here. So we are going to reroute some of the submarines down into these areas as well. Let's now pop over to the naval screen. We've already got 2 task forces here. Why did we end up there again? So let's just add the central Mediterranean Sea as well. And we can actually add the eastern Mediterranean as well while we are at it. I don't think we can pass with the submarines either there nor through the Bosphorus here. So we can't get anything up to the Black Sea. We don't need to be in the Aegean Sea, Adriatic or the Tyrrhenian Sea at the moment. We do, however, want to we'll have 5 more submarines here reinforcing these 2 task forces, but we do want a 3rd task force here as well. And we are currently producing them. Right down here at the bottom. We've got 5 more going. I think we're just going to bump this one up to 15. They are super quick. And it will come in handy for operating in this area. They have, since we've got so many ports, there's some spaces that they can't reach, but they are overall very, very, very efficient here. They're not very efficient anywhere else. Well, maybe up here along the Norwegian coast, but yeah, that's just for that. And then we've also got some Heinkel 115s out here doing a naval bombardment in the Adriatic. We had them, of course, during the Balkans campaign, and the associated scout planes as well. Let's move this down to Sicily and pop them into the central Mediterranean instead. Now actually we might want to go for the western. They probably get they've got Malta here, which gives them very good air coverage. Yeah, they've also got Gibraltar, so they probably have very poor fighter coverage around here. So yeah, let's go for the western Mediterranean instead. We did lose 2 submarines here. Those are 2 of the old Type 2s. A bunch of undamaged ones too. But we did meet the battle fleet there. Something else we want to do on the submarines. At the moment they are set to engage at a low risk, while one is set to medium risk. That's probably the one that lost the submarines. We're going to have them on medium risk here, both of them. This means that they will actually engage cruisers and capital ships. So hopefully we'll be able to sink some capital ships this way. And while I was looking at the UK here, I also saw that, not diplomacy, they have a wee bit of a problem here with fuel. So we're going to take advantage of this because they of course have this massive advantage in aircraft. If we go down here, we can see that they've got 1600 Spitfires in the field. They've also got this huge navy, both of which suffer greatly from having no fuel. And we should be able to spot here where they've got their navy. So they've got a bunch here on convoy escort. Got a bunch down here on strike force and on patrols. So maybe we can actually lure some of their fleet out. Let's see if we can start here. The first thing we of course need to do is to move our fleet. Not the East Sea Fleet, just the High Sea Fleet. I don't think they'd have orders anywhere, do they? They are on strike force protecting Norway at the moment. And they shouldn't be anywhere else now. No, they should be idle. They can actually be on split off as well. Let's move these. I'm thinking we probably want to go for the North Sea. We need to have them all selected. Let's put them all into Vestlandet there. That gives them an easy route out. And we want them to be active in this region. And we've got the 2 submarine fleets here that can spot the enemy, and our task force will move out and try to destroy these convoy defenders, if we're lucky. And that might trigger them to actually send some of their other task forces up. But we've got a fully fueled fleet here, so we should be able to deal with this. It does look like we have some battle damage on the fleet though. It's just minor damage. I think we will be fine. We will just hope that they won't try to launch a naval invasion here for the moment. What do we have up here? Is it these submarines? Okay. Oh yeah, we have mines there. Let's just put the submarines into this area instead. We can actually have them here in the Baltic as well. And this is the old submarine, so we'll just keep them here on. Well, let's set them up. Well, there shouldn't be any convoys going around here though. We can have them on strike force, I guess. Don't think we're going to find anything, but that'll project a little bit of power at least out. It should do. Yeah, once they are not there, because they aren't there, of course, but it should be, yeah, friendly supremacy 146. Not really worth it, is it? But we're gonna need to increase this too, because we want to have this entire, and probably up here as well. No, yeah, we want to have be here and not here. This is shallow seas. Want to avoid this. There's probably also shallow seas, so we probably want to avoid that as well. And then we have, there will be convoys up here in a bit though. So let's just keep them on convoy raiding. We can skip that one and keep this one instead. So we've got 3 zones for them. Alright, we want to have some more fighters deployed. And let's go into the fighters. We now have a whole bunch of the BF-109, so let's get those out. And we don't have enough to put out another one there. I think we want to keep some for spares. And we can set these to train. These should be daytime operations. We might actually want to pop these. Actually, let's do it this way instead. Instead of training them, let's pop them down here. And do we have anything? I think we've got some close air support as well. We can pop out. Yeah, we got some Junkers there. Could put these out, I guess, but no, let's not. Well, then we're going to put up another wing of the Junkers 88s, but those are going to be for offensive operations and Heinkels. We might actually want to move some of our older bombers up and put some pressure on. These are going to be into the English Channel. Let's put them on, actually, air superiority probably, and naval strikes. That should give us a little bit more there. And we should have some of our older bombers down here. These are all of our older bombers. It's a whole bunch of different ones, and they should be located. We've got a few down there, but mostly they are here. Let's fly them up and let's put them on strategic bombing. And logistics isn't going to do much. I think we want to try to knock out as much military infrastructure as possible. Civilian factories is okay too, I guess. Ideally we'd want to go for a lot of different things there, but that's infrastructure is okay too. Let's just try to bomb England a bit. We want to lure their fighters out. We also need to move all of these aircraft up towards the eastern front. We've got heavy fighters down. Yeah, we've decided we want to have them there. Probably want to have those there. Let's move a few up here. And these are our heavier ones. Let's add here. We can add that. Now they are on the heavy fighters. Let's add the 88s there. They should be in this group, of course. We forgot to place the new ones we put in there as well. And we have enough here to put in another one of 111s. You need to be in this one, and it's already in the correct airbase. Now we're not really doing anything with them down there, so we probably want to have these relocated closer to the front. I'm going to be doing logistic strikes a little bit deeper in here, I think. Let's brace them out of Krakow for now. These are new wings, but they are some more BF-110s. Another bunch of 109s. And these are part of the air wings. Where did we deploy the Focke-Wulfs? They might even be on the front lines. We don't have them in an air group though. Let's move these up. Do we have a good airfield? No, we've got. We want to have some place for the close air support because they don't really have the range. Let's move them up there for now so we know where they are. And these we need to add to a new theater, but I think new offensive formation. And this one can just be the it's with two ends, of course. The channel air group. Let's actually press play there and see what happens. A bunch of things should be moving around here. Let's see if we can't find these missing. Oh, here we have all the unassigned ones, I guess. You can also be in the channel air group. Move them up here. They are on close air support at the moment. I guess that is fine. And we have all the carrier air wings. And oh yeah, these unallocated ones. But we know they are there. And we have this one needs to be allocated into the long range fighters. And we have all the reconnaissance aircraft. They can stay around there. I was sure we deployed some Focke-Wulfs though and put them on training. Maybe we never got enough to actually deploy a wing. That's an easy way to check that, of course. Go into the Air Force details, fighters. You can see that we've got none of them deployed. We've only got the F model deployed. More garrison divisions, they go in here. That should be the last of them, yes. So we should have enough garrisons here for quite some time now. And hopefully Italy is doing a decent job at garrisoning their own stuff. We do want to move Roma over to Africa. And send him over to Tripoli. Obviously, we probably can't break through. There's no supply here whatsoever. But at least he's in the proper location. This is a bit worrying though. Italy has absolutely nothing on this border down here. Maybe we do need to help them out a little bit with that. That's fine for now. And if we think we probably want to increase our factory count building armored cars, we do want to try to transition towards armored cars in our military police battalions. We can convert one Wellington into a BF-110C or a Junkers 88. Well, I mean, why not? We're not going to be using that Wellington, are we? No, we're not going to convert it to a scout plane. That seems silly. I think we're still putting a lot of factories into the Focke-Wulfs. Does look like we are importing way too much aluminium now. No, that's only temporary, of course. We're gonna need this. That's because I swapped it over to convert that one That one Wellington, we don't need it for that. Tungsten. It shouldn't be affected by that. But we are probably upping something that's going to need tungsten soon. Yeah, we're going to need to increase the Panzer. We already have. We're at 15 factories, that should be enough. We really need to get more of the mechanized equipment out into the field. 600 there now. I don't know how much we needed to make another switch there. The Panzer divisions. If we want to switch one more of these over, I think that's actually 520. And that's good. We will make that switch. They should be able to get the equipment before the war starts. And that will free up a bit of trucks. We are missing a few trucks. And we probably want to save some of our experience now to go down the bottom of Blitzkrieg. Actually, it might be something to go down desperate defense for the manpower, but we'll save that manpower for later. Alright, so Iraq has capitulated. Britain, of course, invaded them. So Iraq is now the United Kingdom. That's something we might have to deal with in the future as well. Just how tough time we had in France. I'm guessing that we're going to have a really tough time to try knocking United States out, which means we might actually need to go after Malaya and Dutch East Indies if Japan can take them, to starve America out of rubber to be able to actually fight them. But we'll see when we get there. We're doing Soviet Union first, of course. But we are at least doing a very good job at starving out the UK. And they are still producing loads of convoys. But we are sinking so many of them. But they must be getting Lend-Leased convoys. I do have a little bit of fuel, but I mean this is counted in thousands. But they're going to be running a deficit most of the time. We only have 36 days until it's full. We got some Lend-Lease from Italy that got cancelled. We're going to go down submarine raiders, of course. Don't think we need the naval experience saved up for anything at the moment, so let's grab that one. Air doctrine we're already finished with. Can't really take this one. Don't think this is probably the best doctrine. Strategic destruction or operational integrity would be better. But we'll make this one work. And still need loads of army experience. We should be getting a decent amount once we pop up here. Oh yeah, we were waiting for more. We didn't have the logistics in place, I think. Now it's only Königsberg to Brandenburg. I think this is the new rail line I built down here to support the northern front. Let's actually pop in and see that our logistics are all up on par. It does look like we are still a little bit low up in these areas, but it's they're still getting supplies, so they're not suffering attrition at least. That's because they're all being supplied from this hub. Question is why they're being supplied from Bucharest. Or it's because it's in Romania, but our troops should probably be supplied from elsewhere anyway. And we've got double trucks on the logistics here because the tanks are there. Let's see if we can't put Dietrich here on his command order. That's gonna go even harder on that one though. And maybe we want to rethink this, because this is over a river anyway. If we move this line just down a little bit south. Let's see if it still draws supply from this one. It looks like we're getting the supply from down here. This one isn't encumbered even more. Maybe we should be upgrading that one. It's a pretty quick fix, and the rest of the front line does look good. This will of course get better as soon as we manage to take this hub. Taking that hub can be very hard though with the supply issues that we do have. And we don't have super good air superiority here. Actually, this is in the Eastern Balkans, isn't it? Yes. Which means that we have a very good advantage with range. We can probably move something. Now, what do we have down here? Let's see. Yeah, we moved the other ones up here. That one was deploying. Do we have anything fun we can deploy? Yeah, we could deploy some just ordinary fighters to get some more air superiority, I guess. Let's put out a new squadron here. Oh, that was the wrong airport. I want them in this one. Moldova, Metania. Should be the right one. Yes. These are daytime fighters. The Focke-Wulfs have the nighttime penalty reduction, so they are fine flying at night too. And we won't put them on air superiority just yet. We will do that just before the war starts, but then we have them in position. We should be able to secure air power in this region. Be good. And it also means that our early offensives are going to be under very good air superiority. Crossing this river is hard. What are we doing up here then? I probably need to move these forward. And the same thing here. Let's move some of these forward. We don't have a lot of airports here. But there are a few that we'll capture quite early on, so we won't build any new ones. And the question is, where do we want these 400 fighters? They are very well trained. We could move another 100 down here. I think we might want to reorganize all of our... Let's put these in here. And they do belong into this region at the moment. And then we've got the northern axis. That'll be these. Let's get them all into one group. And then we've got the central axis in here. And we'll use the these ones. We'll put them in there. And then we've got the long-range bombers here. Let's just have a quick check. They are not moving anything in there. Do they have anything, any air defense? No, they don't have any kind of air defense whatsoever going on here. But they are trying to... Who is bombing us? That must be the British. Have we managed to find anything here? Doesn't look like they are patrolling, does it? Or maybe they moved their convoy escorts out of there once they saw that we were close by. Let's just check quickly. They do have moved. They have moved even more forces over there. We should be able to find something in here. Maybe we can help out with some aircraft. I think we've got some scout aircraft we can use. We can probably deploy some more from up here. And they can go for naval patrol. Yeah, we don't need to do the air recon there. We're doing naval patrol down here. Yes, good. Sweden wants a non-aggression pact. I don't think so. Bulgaria Expeditionary Force. 2 divisions. Thank you very much. These go straight into here, of course. Don't really know have any other big use for them. They will just help bolster the defenses of the west. Oh, actually, let's put these into a new army. It can be under the same commander. And let's send them on a sunny vacation. I want to be on the ports and coastlines, really, but the port is the important part. Let's actually keep them both on the port. Do we have a commander? We do have a commander. There is a cavalry division here, so Maximilian von Beisch. You can command the Bulgarians in Africa. We now have Rommel here on site. Let's strategically redeploy up here to Derna. So we are on the port. And they are suffering massive attrition here, the British. It does look like they've bolstered up their Royal Tank Regiment. Oh, and before we forget, we probably want to check our intel agency here. And we should have enough in... we have enough in England too, actually, to do collaboration government. Might not be the worst idea, but the important one here is the Soviet Union. Who do we want to send? We want to send our agents that we actually have deployed here. We can probably send in Ulrich there and Wolf. We can't see they're here, of course, so that would be Nancy and Marie. She's our American double agent. We don't really want to risk her, do we? Let's put Marie in there. Let's put Nancy in there. Commence when ready. No, I still think that's a bad idea. Who do we have in England? Because we don't want to move our... Okay, Nero is in England. Or Paolo. So anyone else is essentially okay here. Austrian, yeah, that's fine. Commence when ready, of course. It'll take a long time. But I'm not expecting our invasion of the Soviet Union to be a quick one either. Yes, that's since old. Do we have anything here we want to upgrade? And that we finished the war with the USSR. We could go for another level of encryption. Don't think anything else here is really going to help us, apart from passive defense, encryption and decryption. So we will hold off on that. I think we want to use our military factories to finish off this queue. We've got a bunch more factories we are building down below. We can focus our propaganda efforts on preparing the German people and the world for a righteous war on the Soviet Union. Okay, so where do we want to go next? We do know that we have, towards the end of 41, something happens in the Pacific which causes us a major headache. And a little bit to prepare for that, we are probably going to be needing to go a little bit more along this line. And maybe being able to build or research the newer models of battleships and carriers. Then we also gain a little bit of experience and some dockyards there. Let's grab that one so we have those research bonuses. Because we're going to be fighting two of the largest navies at the same time. And I probably don't have anything out here on Troll. That's probably why we can't find them, right? They should be out here somewhere. Oh, we lost one of our modern submarines too. Otherwise it looks like we are doing quite well out here. We don't have naval supremacy down here. Is that some... no. Yeah, they've got a fleet down here. Arnhem and Resolution. Do they have anything in here? No, they have some destroyers. And some more destroyers. They've got loads of aircraft flying around here. They're probably not doing a very good job just because they are... We've actually got loads of their carriers in here. I am so tempted now. Okay, we are moving the high sea fleet. So get out of there. We need to select them all. We come down here. No, we're not allowed to go through Gibraltar, are we? That sucks. But we do have some task forces going around here. So maybe if we base out of Casablanca, then we go into these areas. That should be fine. Let's put the IC fleet. We'll just turn strike force off for now, just to ensure that they actually arrive here in Casablanca. And then we should be able to hunt some British surface ships. We should have at least half a year here that we can try to make some damage before the American Navy also joins in. And any ship we sink now is one that they'll have a very hard time replacing. Okay, so we need to get all of our aircraft into the air as well. Our main vector, of course, is going to be into eastern Poland, so our northern fighters here will have to help out there too. It's probably best to put them on air superiority. And if there are no ground targets, do logistic strikes. Same thing here. We have a very, very, very poor coverage here for the start of the war. We want to be doing all of this here. These can be doing logistic strikes. Could probably be striking deeper in. We take a look at their logistic networks. Most of the logistics pass through Belarus air zone here. See, if we have swap between them, at least up in this corner here. So we've got there, it's their railway line that passes down here, and the main railway down this way. And that means if we can disturb logistics in this area, it should be beneficial to us. Let's go in and do logistics bombing in there. And we'll activate this on all of them. And on these are our strategic bombers. Maybe we have some option of... No, we've got some of these old ones still flying here. Okay. Well then, we will go in there. We will bomb out railways. Mostly railways, I think. To try and disturb them as much as possible. And then we've got all of these aircraft down here. They're going to go into the Ukraine later. That's why we've got the long-range ones down here. All of these fighters are going to be air superiority. Heavy fighters, we could do close air support with them as well. No, maybe we need to actually check which wings are which here. So we've got the two BF-110 wings. They get to do, actually put them on interception. And we will use the Junkers 88s for close air support and logistic strikes. It looks weird that we're flying backwards, but they're flying into this area, of course. Our paratroopers, well, they're just standing by there for the moment. Oh, it looks like we managed to help the Italian Navy sink 2 destroyers. And 3 convoys. That's going to be very well. How are we doing for logistics? Is there anything we need to check up on just before the war? We are actually short on infantry equipment. We probably want to increase production of those too then. Most of our new factories are still going into fighters. There's still another 5 that go in there. Actually have a lot. Yeah, let's put another 5 factories on producing the new infantry equipment. I think we've got the steel to get that. We'll get the new Heinzschels there first. And the Pockerbulls, of course. We have a massive surplus of artillery. Can we do anything with that artillery? Do we want to do anything with that artillery? could be adding on some artillery for... Yeah, we already got artillery here in our garrison divisions. Military police, of course, is not going to have them. And here we're going to be expanding with a few more armored cars and add military police later on. But until we've got the military police, there's no point in adding more of them. And there's no point in adding the military police until we've got more of them either. So we'll hold off on that. We're going to just try to transition into the armored car variant. We want to have them both there so we can switch between them, because I think we still got a deficit. I guess we could add more artillery to the SS divisions. We are using them very much as sledgehammers. To bring them up to 24 combat width, it's still okay. And these are the units we're using for urban breakthroughs and tough crossings and things like that. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe we could actually, how are we doing for... If we want to add some armored ones. Don't think we've got enough of that. No. No, we will eventually though. No, let's just leave that. We'll I think we might reduce the artillery production just a tad though. We are mostly replacing these ones. Let's scrap the old artillery. There. That's we're up to almost full efficiency here. I think that's fine. We'll use this stockpile. We'll probably burn through it in the war anyway. Anti-air, anti-tank, we've got good stockpiles of. Armored cars, we are ramping up production. Now we do need to ramp it up even more. We probably need to have 10, 15, 20 factories on them. Yeah, I think everything is fine there. Low manpower, yes, but we are still mobilizing. We have 4% still to go, because we kind of bit the bullet and went to service by requirement. We're going to end up with loads of manpower. Don't really like that, but we can't go to total mobilization either. Which would be a use for that manpower. And that might be another step, but we need to get our war support up. Do we have any? Yeah, we could do a bunch of these, I guess. Minus 20 from bombing, from combat casualties, yeah, that might be something we want to do something about. That's just a base 10. Do we want to spend our political power on anything else? I'm actually thinking improved working conditions might be a decent one. It's a bit of extra stability, which is more production. Don't think we've got anything here that we really want. Don't think it's anything here that we can select without deselecting something else. For a tactic, we should probably select this one. And probably should be breakthrough. Let's select breakthrough there. No, not in production. Okay. Let's check. I'm going to pause for a bit. I'm going to check through all these skills on all the generals. Okay, so the one I did find here was Kurt Student, and he is level 6. Of course, we've been using him a lot. So it's look at all these traits he has. So of course we're going to go for attack, and we're going to go for a breakthrough here. We can't use blitz here. Breakthrough is actually better than blitz anyway. But you need to have hardness over 50% for it to trigger. Unexpected thrust is okay, but breakthrough is a really good one. I get plus 25 damage and minus 15% damage taken, and you move quicker. And of course this is infantry division, so movement is good there too. This means that you move into the tile quicker after you've actually knocked them out. Alright, what air wings do? Yeah, all of these, they don't need any design. They are on the Graf Zeppelin. How are we doing for naval bombers? No, naval fighters. I think we built them so that they would automatically replace. We will check that out in a bit. I'll do that in between. Yes, outdated equipment is fine. Lots of 100 naval combats, that's fine. Those were fine. No templates. Yeah, we're gonna get to the tank destroyers. We don't have very many of them. Got 66 and 132. They're mostly being converted off older types. We're converting a whole bunch of Panzer IIs into Marders instead. And the medium ones will be converted from the Panzer IIIs, the Stugs. We don't really have any ones to convert into them, so we're just producing a few so that we start using them for when we need them. Oh, looked like we were out some rubber. And we could try to get some from Siam. Let's get that 7 from there. I think we've got some more. Yeah, we've got some more rubber refineries here coming in the queue. That should be fine. Of course. Yes, we've got lots of resistance. And we don't have enough infantry equipment or garrison equipment. We already know all this. No, we want to press this one. We've got a friend up here that we want to do something against. But yeah, we don't worry about his fleet too much. Air power is probably pretty on par. We've got about 2,800 fighters, or 3,000 fighters or something. We do have a few more in stockpile to replace the losses as well. We haven't got everything. And army, we can't really see anything. You can see here they're probably up on 300,000 division or 300 divisions. I don't know what we are at. Yeah, we're about the same. We should be on par there as well. And they have loads of factories. You can see that they've got about the same. They have an advantage in civilian factories though, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll... yeah, they've got loads up here. This region is very lucrative to capture, as is the Ukraine, of course, and the Belarus. So as soon as we start pushing into them, we'll start making dents into their industry as well. At least that's the plan. So let's get this war started. Yes, we want to annex them. And I think that's been enough for this episode. So next episode we will conquer the Soviet Union. Or, well, get bogged down in the swamps. We'll see where we end up then. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.